Hello and happy Easter from Kaiser and Sarah. It's we have had a very delightful Easter. We exchanged baked goods with our neighbors. We ate brisket and latkes, which is obviously Hanukkah food, but it's Corona time, so you do what you got to do. And it was delicious. And Mom even decided to get some cranberry sauce because she saw it at the convenience store. So first time ever, I think somebody ate latkes with cranberry sauce. And anyway, we made a dent in our delicious Easter chocolate. Still wearing my bonnet. But we decided we were going to entertain ourselves.
We have our little chickadees.
You want your chickadee?
Yes!
All right, hold on a second. I'm getting the chickadees.
Oh, that was a mistake not to take. They're coming.
All right, here we go. Here's your chickadee.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Okay, Mom. All right, so we have that. Anyway, so we decided to start this little television program here because while we were eating our Easter feast, we decided to get fancy and pull out our fans. And yes. And both of us spent some time in the South, and there is a tradition of, or like an expression, fanning your fan, which is sort of like, you're flirting, you're sort of, being very entertaining. And, because there's many ways you can employ a fan. You can be angry, or you can be, coquettish.
Yeah. It's a language by itself.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can try to get some service here. But we decided that it goes deeper than that, right? The idea of fanning your fan goes deeper than that.
Yes, indeed. And every woman's, has that own way of fanning.
Right.
The history of that.
So, and really fanning can also be flirting. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you first started dating, the art of flirtation was different than now. So I wanted to ask how you think flirtation and, fanning your fan has changed over the years.
Well, of course, history tells that it has been very important in old days when women had, not any other possible ways, but they sort of secretive.
So you had to use it as a tool. Flirting was a tool,
right.
And it was ammunition in some respects. Okay.
When you sit in a beautiful theater night, you have to know how to do it.
But I'm also when you were single, it's not actually, fanning, but it is the idea. The idea is you were fanning your fan. And so do you, how was flirting different then than the way you see women flirting now?
Well, perhaps more, not any more flirting, but it has a more guided face of, today women are more free to actually be more open and active.
And they can shoot. They can go get it without having to be so coquettish.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's interesting. And so you think there's good and bad to that, right? I mean, or you think it's just good all around?
It's very difficult to say because I can live only my own life. So
okay.
When I was young, it was more sort of hiding ways of how you call for someone you want to know.
Okay, I see. I see.
But it's always the same methods. It has to come that you want just that one. That's a basic flirting. You have to be able to direct your flirt.
And then fanning your fan can also be, I think it's also not even just a sexual thing, but it can also be, like, you have to be entertaining at a dinner party. One of my friends has this expression, I can't believe I invited him. He was a waste of a chair. Because if you're not pulling your weight at the dinner party, it's a waste of a chair. And so I think that's also sort of fanning your fan, that you sort of have to pull yourself together and say, I have to be entertaining. And sometimes I call that doing armpit farts, like I have to, I'm so funny, which sometimes I'm not funny, but I try. And I think you and I both feel the weight of that sometimes, that you feel obligated. I have to earn this chair I'm sitting in.
Yes, we both have to sort of recognize that for some reason we have obligation to be clown.
Yes, to be a clown. That's exactly right. Yes.
And it causes a lot of sort of, but it's a lot of times you know that that it is your role in certain groups because some people are very inactive and not really taking part.
And they're wasting the chair. And I have even been called out by a couple of friends once in a while when I wasn't feeling like fanning my fan. And even, hey, Sarah, why are you being so quiet? Like, that's the only reason I was invited. And so then okay. But I think you taught me that. I think that we both have this great need.
No, not even need. It's just that somehow, yes, it is a need, but also obligation, because we somehow have this kind of idea that the party has to have something.
Right. And it really makes me nervous if there's a party and I can see that like nobody's talking and the conversation is terrible, or there's one person who's talking such like boring, and I get very nervous.
Yeah, how you quit that person to talk that boring talk? That's also very challenging.
Yes, it is. That is a fan situation.
You see people's faces going sour. Oh, stop.
Yes,
so
exactly.
How to stop that?
That is an art form in and of itself. How to pull the party out of the grips of this boring person.
Right.
It's that one. I usually just sort of throw a completely weird question into the situation, like something completely odd, and then people sort of look at me like I'm weird. But at least it has removed the boring person from
out.
Yes.
Out.
Yes.
Out from the centre. So you have to take the centre. So that's part of fanning.
Yes. So anyway, I think that we have started our new TV program on a good in a good way. I think we have.
Yes. And we will continue fanning long as we have a bit of the energy.
Yes, as long as we have a bit of energy, we will continue to fan our fans because we just can't help it.
Right. I know. And
Happy
you
Easter.
will love it. Everybody loves fanning.
Anyway, happy Easter from both of us. Now I have to turn this off because it's Corona times, so I have nobody helping me.